It's the start of another lovely day. I'm far enough west that I'm in the deserts. This is West Texas, actually. The west is of Texas, El Paso. Now, El Paso is a city right on the border with Mexico, and it's actually one gigantic city. El Paso is the American side. Los Cabos is the Mexican side. Probably 2/3 of the size of the city is on the Mexican side. From what they tell me, getting across the border and back, it's not too hard as long as you're kind of a local. They kind of know you. It can be a little hassle the bigger the truck you're bringing or the bigger vehicle you have, and the more like they don't know you. So like if I was going across as a New Yorker, I would be slowed a bit. Still probably take you a few minutes coming back. But for the most part, this place is nice. It's weird in the fact that they don't have a whole lot of skyscrapers or tall buildings. It's just spread out. So take that what it is, but I'm not headed south, I'm headed north. For anyone curious about the migrant crisis, yes, they do talk about it down here. And no, I am not, because I'm not an expert. So I don't want to wade into something I really don't know a profound bit amount and come off looking stupid. So we're going to go off and ride. It's going to be in the 90s. In fact, it's going to be in the 90s here for a number of couple days. So, well, at least I'm headed north now.
I think the most interesting thing about leaving El Paso is just the cultural differences that you see from areas. I mean, because the people and how they live is just slightly different than kind of how New York or other areas of the country live. So El Paso is worth visiting just for that. I mean, obviously everyone wants to come down and have like Mexican food, so, that's that. But today I was heading north. And I headed north and I saw something called White Plains National Park, and I was headed towards there, but I had to go through White Plains military base. The military base is where they actually test a lot of the rocket technology, so you're not actually allowed to go there, and I had to kind of go around it because obviously there could be unexploded ordnance, and you see a whole bunch of Humvees and stuff not dotting the landscape. So once you get around that, you can get to White Plains.
We are now in the coldest and wettest desert in North America.
Yes, I'm in the coldest and wettest desert in the United States. The desert is quantified by how much rainfall it receives, and this one gets the most without actually breaking that threshold to not be considered a desert. But here there's a nice little place that you can come and visit, and I'm just going to show a little snippet of it.
Well, This is New Mexico, White Sands National Visitor Center and Scenic Drive Museum. So I'm obviously going to do the drive here. The issue I have is that that stupid military base cost me some time. So luckily it's still early in the morning, so the heat really hasn't started to become oppressive. Important thing is cover up. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Park a movie, learn more about the monument. So, okay.
Yes, you get the whole White Sands. It covers a little bit, and I spent some time here, so I'll put that all in a separate place. But you can kind of enjoy what it was. As it was, I'm just going off, and the heat wasn't too bad. I'll say the heat wasn't too bad because if you keep moving, if you keep on going, the wind kind of really cools you down. So even though it was in the 90s, on the bike with the wind, it does feel like it's in the 80s. And well, depending on how much it is, I mean, I'm wearing a white motorcycle jacket, so that helps keep me a little cool rather than something black that would just absorb the heat. So this kept me going through.
Sit here and just relax for a few minutes and you can kind of see the beautiful landscape all around me. Really? You're gonna just ride by this? Nice little picnic area. Valley of Fire. Valley of Fire. Look at all you can see. This is New Mexico. This is actually Lincoln County, the famous historical Lincoln County. Lincoln County is well known for the Lincoln County Wars. Now, most people don't know that when they hear it off the top of their head. But if I said Billy the Kid, you'd know Billy the Kid. And in fact, the Billy Kid Museum and all that is that way. But I'm headed that way. A lot of the Billy the Kid stories are a little over-exaggerated as far as I can tell. But I'm here to enjoy this. New Mexico. Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, I've forgotten that New Mexico had the Lincoln County Wars with Billy the Kid. I've seen some of those things before. Actually, if you go a little east from where I was, is where a lot of the markers are and the historical places are in the Billy the Kid Museum, the Billy the Kid stuff, where there's a lot to the Lincoln Wars that most people don't get. It wasn't just Billy the Kid being some kind of outlaw. So that's how it was. Off we went. And I was headed towards Albuquerque. Now, Albuquerque, I know most through the fame of Bugs Bunny, because he always should have taken a left at Albuquerque, and he ends up wherever as far as this adventure. As for this, I wasn't actually going to go to Albuquerque, because I didn't really want to fight with having to figure out how their downtown works. I was a little tired, so I ended up pulling up a little short and just talking to people about it, rather than actually going into it. And, you know, you can do that with any city. You go into the suburbs, everyone in the suburbs has gone into the city plenty of time. They know all about it. So you're kind of getting the gist without actually being there. And plus I find it, you know, you have a lot more space, parking's more available. I mean, it's hard to bash the suburbs other than the fact that you don't have the metropolis skyscrapers around it. So, hey, I was in Albuquerque shortly, but I didn't spend a whole lot of time there.